Strong storms bring damage to East Alabama.
Scattered showers and thunderstorms every afternoon for the next several days coming up. We'll have a fairly wet forecast straight ahead.
Coming up in sports, we'll check in with a local Oxford athlete who's doing big things at Jacksonville State. EAN Local News starts now.
This segment of EAN Local News is brought to you by Oxford Lumber. Come visit any of our locations in Oxford, Jacksonville, Talladega, and Roanoke.
Good evening, and thank you for watching East Alabama Now Local News for Tuesday, August 8th, 2023. I'm Mike Stedham.
And I'm Katie Edwards.
Thunderstorms that produced heavy rains and high winds have caused scattered damage across East Alabama in the past few days. So far, there have been no reports of serious injuries as a result of these storms. Strong winds Sunday night forced Oxford police to close a portion of US 78 West over Coldwater Creek overnight. Officials say those winds took down power lines and scattered trees and other debris. The road was reopened to traffic by Monday morning. Other roads across the county were reported to be impassable at various times in the past few days as trees fell over and flash floodwaters washed over some of the streets.
Another part of the county was hit with high winds Monday night. Workers for the Jacksonville Parks and Recreation Department were called out this morning to remove debris from the Chief Ladiga Trail and the Creekside Trail. They also began removing downed trees on the walking trail at Henry Farm Park. City officials say the cleanup may take some time, and they are asking for patience from the public while the workers finish their job. Scattered storms are expected to remain in the forecast for several more days, and John Holder will have a complete look at the potentially dangerous conditions later in this newscast. Just a reminder, anytime Calhoun County is put under a tornado watch or a tornado warning, the Emergency Management Agency will open the county's 15 community safe rooms for people living in mobile homes or other unsafe structures. The locations of those safe rooms can be found at calhounema.org/shelters.
When we come back, we'll tell you about a big birthday celebration planned for one of our local towns.
For over 60 years, Oxford Lumber has been servicing our area, and our customer service has always been our main focus. Our customer service is what sets us apart from anyone else. From the moment you enter, our highly trained staff will treat you like family.
To enthusiastically provide total customer satisfaction within a positive and self-fulfilling employee relations environment. Visit us at any of our 4 locations or at oxfordlumber.com.
This segment of EAN Local News is brought to you by Waldrop Manufacturing, metal buildings made right here in Calhoun County.
Hobson City will open its 124th Founders Day Festival this coming Sunday. In 1899, Hobson City became Alabama's first established all-African-American city and the second in the nation. Hobson City was a magnet for Black excellence and entertainment in the American South. This year's Founders Day Festival will be a week-long event with several free programs planned. One of the highlights will be the grand opening of the Hobson City Museum for the Study of African American History and Culture, which will take place on Friday, August 18th at 10 a.m. The museum is located in the old Calhoun County Training School building. For information about all of the planned events, you can call Helen Weeks at 256-525-6508 or Hobson City Hall at 256-831-4940.
Jacksonville city officials have announced plans for the 17th annual Spirit on Mountain Street program. It'll start at 6 p.m. on August 17th and feature food from various local businesses and other family-friendly activities. The evening will include a free concert by the country band Parmalee. That show will be held next to Burgess Snow Field. Admission to the concert and the festival is free, and all proceeds from food sales will be distributed to the Community Food Bank at the Jacksonville Christian Outreach Center.
The City of Anniston invites the public to join Ward 4 Councilwoman Millie Harris for a neighborhood input meeting on Hamilton Ballard Park improvements. The meeting will be Sunday, August 27th at 3 p.m. at the Anniston Country Club.
And when we come back, we'll tell you about some noisy activity planned by the local National Guard unit.
Well, my name's Mike Craven, and we recently purchased an open carport, metal carport from a Waldrop manufacturer. I have an extra car, we have a very small home, very small driveway, and I needed somewhere just to park another vehicle, just out of the weather. And I had been told by 2 or 3 friends that knew we had recently remodeled a home that Waldrops were the people that you need to go talk to. I was in that area one day and I thought, hey, I'll just stop in, and I did without calling, and greeted warmly, well taken care of. It was just, really the whole process was just good from day one.
WM Grocery, located in Heflin, Wadowee, Roanoke, and in Piedmont.
The Fort McClellan Training Center of the Alabama National Guard says it has issued a noise advisory that will be in effect from Thursday through Saturday. This noise advisory is due to regularly scheduled training exercises that will include artillery fire. Training times are subject to change based on environmental and other factors. Intermittent training noise may be heard in surrounding communities. Also, certain weather conditions, such as overcast skies, can increase noise and vibrations.
Some more pleasant noises will be coming from downtown Oxford this week as Second Friday on Main comes back to Simmons Park. The program starts at 4 p.m. and will include a performance by the Ryan Robertson Band, a kid zone with bounce house and lawn games, and a free showing of the movie Monsters, Inc. at 7 p.m. There will be a downtown lip sync program at Southern Girl Coffee at 6:30 p.m. and the semifinalist of the Rubato piano competition will begin at 6:30 at the Oxford Performing Arts Center.
That's a pretty full weekend coming up.
It certainly is.
They're going to need some rain-free skies.
Well, let's see if they're going to get those. John Holder joins us now in the EAN Weather Center. John, what's the weather looking like?
Mike and Katie, more of the same in the weather department. Showers and thunderstorms every afternoon, but the heat is about to return later on in the work week. We will have the complete forecast details for all of East Alabama next.
Since 1993, WM Grocery has been a major part of our local community. WM offers the very best in fresh produce and an outstanding meat department. WM also has many local products not found anywhere else and fresh sushi every day. If you need an event catered, come see Mrs. K at any WM store. Curbside pickup is also available for your online grocery orders. Be sure to download the WM app for all the deals of the week and shopper rewards. Go check them out today at any of their locations.
We take pride in our community and appreciate your business.
Lots of rain today across East Alabama, but no severe weather. That stayed down in South Alabama today. Temperatures with all the rainfall held in check, though. Only 87 for the high today, below average for this time of year. And to be honest with you, most of the day we were in the 70s this afternoon after the rainfall came. Morning low this morning of 68. The record high temperature 103. That was back in that heat wave and dry spell that we had back in 2007. The record low temperature at 60 degrees. The sunrise and sunset times remain the same. 6:01 tomorrow morning and setting tonight at 7:37. Weather on your street for your Tuesday night. We're going to take you to Jacksonville Street in Weaver. And tonight, we're going to be looking at pretty pleasant conditions. There will be some patchy fog late tonight out in Weaver. We had that this morning. We're going to have that again. It could be thick in some locations. Probably not enough for a dense fog advisory, but just be aware if you're out and about late tonight, early tomorrow morning on Jacksonville Street in Weaver or anywhere in Calhoun and Cleburne counties, you could be dealing with some thick fog in some locations. During the day tomorrow, more of the same as we've been talking about. Afternoon storms likely, chance of rain about 60% tomorrow. Diana Hills Road, that's off on the mountain there on 10th Street Mountain in Anniston on the east side. Going to be a pretty pleasant day away from those storms. 88 for the high, again below average temperatures, but just be aware tomorrow in the afternoon, more than likely at some point in time, we're going to have some of those scattered storms rolling through just like we had today. And as we take a look at the rest of the week, Heat and humidity rising again, especially beginning on Thursday. Temperatures will be in the low 90s out on Pottery Branch Road in Nances Creek. Riding out Highway 9, you're going to be in Nances Creek. It's going to be a nice day most of the day this week, but we'll have those scattered showers and thunderstorms. The chance of rain about 40 to 50% as we move through the rest of the week, and temperatures are going to climb back into the low 90s. We'll be talking about heat index values as well. You'll see that reflected in our 7-day forecast. High rain chances on Wednesday and Thursday. The big story is going to be the increase in temperatures and the humidity and dew point values. We're going to see heat index values again by Thursday and Friday, and the weekend climbing back well above 100 degrees, could be 100 to 105. Might see some more heat advisories coming by the weekend. And again, we'll be looking at those late afternoon, early evening, scattered showers and thunderstorms. With the heating of the day, not much change in the weather coming for the weekend. Let's take a look at Wednesday. We talked about some storms tomorrow, and those storms again could be severe. I don't think that we're going to see anything like we had yesterday, where we had an enhanced risk of severe weather, a slight risk as we were into the day on Sunday. But we do have a marginal risk for severe weather. That means there could be damaging winds at times up to 60 miles per hour, again widespread all across central Alabama, including right here in Cleburne and Calhoun counties, mainly 10 o'clock in the morning to about 7 o'clock in the evening before those storms will fade away with the heating of the day. Just be aware, like we've had for the last 3 days or so, there could be some strong wind gusts with some of those thunderstorms. Well, coming up next in sports, an update on Oxford player who's now at JSU, J-Rock Swain. Coming up right now with Chase Robinson. Chase?
Thanks, John. The Jacksonville State Gamecocks are back on the field today as they continue fall camp in preparation for the new season, as they are able to do it with veteran leadership. One of those veteran leaders on the Gamecocks this year is former Oxford Yellow Jacket Jalen J-Rock Swain. When Swain arrived at Jacksonville State, they were playing in the Ohio Valley Conference and of course in the FCS. And now as he heads into his junior year, he's about to be playing in his third conference as a Gamecock and at the highest level of college football you can play at.
Everybody's goal is to play at the top level, the elite level. It really feel good. I done seen the bad, the good, and really right now it's the good for us, because like we never had this before. Like we playing in a bigger conference, FBS. Everybody want to play at the top of college sports or just going professional. So and we getting everything that's best for us, and Coach Richard is making everything happen. So it's really like just fun, like to see everything that Jacksonville going through.
Swain appeared in all 13 games his freshman season in the fall of 2020 and spring of 21 and was a hero freshman All-American. He appeared in 10 games in the fall of 21 and recorded 10 tackles, and last season played in all 10 games with 18 tackles and 2 fumble recoveries. With Swain being one of the main leaders on the defensive side of the ball, he has a chance to help the new guys with the tempo of practice and in games.
Everybody's goal is to play at the top level, the elite level. It really feel good. I done seen the bad, the good, and really right now it's the good for us, because like we never had this before. Like we playing in a bigger conference, FBS. Everybody want to play at the top of college sports or just going professional. So and we getting everything that's best for us, and Coach Richard is making everything happen. So it's really like just fun, like to see everything that Jacksonville going through.
For tonight's high school football team preview, we go up to Etowah County to spotlight the Southside Panthers. Miles Holcomb goes into year 3 as head coach of the Panthers. Southside finished last season 5-6 and 4th in 5A Region 6. With the Panthers getting ready to take the field for a new season, Coach Holcomb says he is more stressed because he knows what these guys are capable of.
The crazy part is I think this is the most stressed I've ever been going into a season, which is I think probably counterintuitive to how it usually is supposed to be when you feel like you have a good football team. I didn't really think I was probably going to be this stressed, but I just don't want to let them down. I want to give them every opportunity, or the maximum amount of opportunities we can to be successful, and because that's what they deserve. So it's a great group. They're fun to coach, fun to be around every day. I love cutting it up with them, and so I'm excited about what this group can do.
The Panthers also have a 3-year starting quarterback in Gage Naismith, who is looking to continue to do big things for the Panthers. Coach Holcomb talked about how he has seen him grow in the 3 years they've been together.
I feel like being the 3rd year in allows us to have these type of conversations that we really just hadn't been able to have as an offense and really as a defense. That's the same thing as a defense too. it makes it fun. It makes it fun. It makes them feel like they have ownership in what we're trying to do. You know, and it helps when they're pretty talented group that's doing it too. So I think he'd probably be the first one to tell you there's been some growing pains to get to this point, but it's pretty fun now that we're here.
The Southside Panthers will open up their season August 25th as they go on the road to the Guntersville Wildcats. The regular season for the Smash It Sports Vipers is officially over after their game with the Pride was canceled last night due to weather. The playoffs and championship are set to begin at Choccolocco Park. Here's the schedule for the playoffs. These are all best-of-3 series. The Spark and the Pride will start things off tomorrow night at 5 o'clock, and then at 7:30, the Vipers will take on the Smoke. On Thursday, the Vipers and Smoke will play at 5, and the Spark and Pride will follow. Friday will be the if necessary games for the series. The championship will begin on Saturday with Game 1, Game 2 on Sunday, and that if necessary game will be on Monday night. That's it for sports. Let's go back over to Mike and Katie.
Thank you for watching East Alabama Now Local News.
You can find us here online every weekday evening starting around 6:30 on either Facebook or YouTube. Just go to our video feed and watch the news whenever it's convenient for you.
We'll see you back here Wednesday for your news on your schedule.